All right, and we are back again. What's good, people? This is the first episode of Nothing But the Truth, and I have my beautiful co-host here, Pretty Chez.
Hello. Thank you.
How was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was amazing.
Now, if you hear the strain in her voice right now, it's because, she had to hold it down for the team. Was that this weekend?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
So on Saturday, she was. We'll tell them where you was at. I think majority of the people watching this wish they were where you were this weekend.
So last Saturday, I was in Houston at the Beyonce Renaissance tour. I had an amazing time. Beyonce is, I feel like, the greatest performer ever. People will say maybe Michael Jackson, but I think Beyonce is number one.
She definitely up there for sure.
Yeah.
She's definitely up there. And she earned it too.
Yeah, honestly.
She
yeah.
flew up and plateaued at a high plane that no one really was able to match. So were
Right.
you Survivor Beyonce or were you Me, Myself, and I Beyonce?
Both.
Oof.
Both. Like I'm just a beehive. I'm part of the beehive. But what I really like noticed and admire about her, there was no intermission. Like I mean, straight through, just like nothing but
Yeah.
greatness. Like her energy was on 1,000. Like I'm just thinking in my head, watching her, like yo, I know her feet have to hurt, her knees, her voice is strained. My voice is strained from screaming.
Yeah.
So imagine doing all that singing and you can tell she's tired, but all her vocals, like she's not missing a beat.
So do you think that because of, I don't want to say her age, but the amount of years she's put in, is her show elaborate to the point where it's like is she doing like basic movements and there's 30 people behind doing the most? So it's like she can do less because like you said, her knees are probably hurting and stuff, like, or is she keeping up with everyone?
She's keeping up with everyone, but I feel like because she's such a perfectionist, like I watched one of her Netflix documentaries for, I can't remember what tour it was, but she was showing like how she like practiced until her feet bleed. Like
Damn.
for a month,
Like, literally
like
they
6
bleeding.
months to a year straight practice. So like you could tell like she's a perfectionist. Like she watches this, correct this. After every show, she's going back watching the footage. So she know what to do different. Like she's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what make her, like that's what separates her. It's not like she's just like, okay, let me just go rock this show real quick, kill it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
like she gives it her all, 1,000%. So I went to the Saturday show in Houston. Friday night, she was in Dallas. Saturday, Houston.
Jesus.
Sunday, Houston. No breaks. No breaks. And I mean 3 hours straight, like just energy on 1,000.
That's how you gross 200 M's.
200 M's.
That's how you gross 200 M's.
Listen, and another thing I noticed about her, this woman worked on her birthday.
At this point in her career, her birthday is just another day.
It's just, listen, that's why she's rich and I'm not, because I ain't never working on my birthday.
You wouldn't?
I'm never working on my birthday. My
Man.
birthday is
What?
the only one of
When's
the
your
top
birthday?
holiday. June 9th. I'm a Gemini. It's one of
Okay,
the
okay.
top holidays for me. I'm
She's
never working on my
schizophrenic.
birthday.
Okay.
They say bipolar, split personality.
Man, don't let them people diagnose what makes you you. ADHD,
No,
bipolar.
but I'm multi-faced.
Yeah.
Yeah, people say like we like double-faced.
But it's not always just good and bad or happy and sad.
No,
Sometimes it might be like,
a reflection of what someone gives me.
okay.
Yeah.
So you reciprocate all the energy.
Yep, good energy, bad energy.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Yep.
Respect, disrespect, it's all reciprocated.
You know, I just tweeted earlier, don't ever disrespect me and then try to put limitations on the way I disrespect you back. Because you got to know I go too far.
Oh, and yo, that's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. Cause it's like when you're playing soccer, right, and someone juggles it and then passes it back to you, you juggle it back, but you try and put a little extra spice on it. Oh, you disrespected me? Oh, that was cool. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna put some spice on it. Like,
Yeah.
I think when you make that decision, I wouldn't even say match their disrespectful energy, but when you make the decision to like disrespect them back, it's like, how many, like the level of disrespect that you receive that allows you to walk away and be the bigger person, right? And then it's like, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna just ignore that. Oh, you said this. All right, I know I'm shitting on you, so it's cool.
Right.
It's like, oh, you want to do that? you know better than to go
So
there.
then you go there.
So
yeah.
now I just have to remind you why you don't go there.
with me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that
And
game.
I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah, I love
I'm all
that game.
for it. I'm all for it. Like, I would not say that I'm really like a tick for tack person.
Right.
But let's say like the way I live my life. Let's say you do something to me and you disregard my feelings. So, okay. So this where we at with it. So it's just like, I just check that.
Yeah.
And then how I move with my life, I'm not thinking about your feelings either.
So sometimes you choose to do the most.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not intentional. But once we get started, and this way we at with it, let's go there.
Right. Do you lose control when you go there, or you're like knowing, all right,
Sometimes I might. Sometimes I might.
Yeah.
I might. But guess what? You know what's so funny? Me and my best friend, we were just having this conversation in the car. And I was like, even sometimes if I hurt someone unintentionally, right? And I'll give you an apology and I'll say, you know what? I apologize that you feel this way from my actions. But I'm not apologizing for what I did because I do that shit again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I had an argument with someone and I did the most in response. Mm-hmm. And I know that everyone who witnessed it was like, damn, you didn't have to do all that. Mm-hmm. But I knew that's the response I wanted, right?
Right.
So then once everyone calmed down from what I did in the room, I came back and I was like, hey, I apologize that had to happen. That doesn't mean I think you're right or I'm wrong. Right. I'm just letting you know, hey, yeah, that was fucked up, right? We all agree. Yeah. My bad. Mm-hmm. And it's not even like a next time don't do that because it's like what's understood doesn't have to be reiterated. Like, you know, if this happens again, I might even double back next time.
Right.
So it's like I was raised on respect. Mm-hmm. Respect your elders kind of like faded out as I got older. Mm-hmm. But without making it too personal, there was an older gentleman, maybe like 60 years old, and we getting into it, and he said something along the lines of, man, you ain't even like, you don't have rights to your kid, right? Like he had said something about like my role in my son's life. And I was like, all right, so this is exactly what I said to him. I was like, all right, sir, I need you to understand that I'm completely calm, but I'm intentionally about to disrespect you max level. And any other time I bite my tongue, but respect is, sometimes you have to teach people.
So much. It's only but so much that somebody can take. Because me personally, like, I give respect, like we said, like previously, like, I give respect, I demand respect. Mm-hmm. So I require respect.
Yeah.
But it's only but so much disrespect I'm going to allow before we got to take it there because I'm demanding my respect.
But sometimes if someone's disrespecting you, can you evaluate where their disrespect is coming from and kind of like look the other way? Like, let's say your best friend was an alcoholic, mm-hmm. and he hits your phone like, yo, I'm too drunk, come get me. And you pick him up, he just wilding in the car, mm-hmm. calling you all types of bitches and hoes. But you know the disrespect isn't coming from an intentional place. Mm-hmm. It's coming like, you don't realize you being disrespectful right now, so I'll let it slide because you don't really know what you're doing right now. Is there ever a time when
I'm definitely going to hold you accountable for sure, 110%. Okay. I'm definitely, because I don't give a fuck how drunk you are. I don't give a
hold it together.
None of that. But hold on, let me tell you this story. And it's so good that we got on this because I wanted to tell a story, and it's perfect with this. Okay, so I'm dating this guy, right?
Okay.
So it's a new situation, whatever. So we just talking, whatever. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I know that I texted him and I said, you're starting to get on my fucking nerves. Right? I said, you're starting to get on my fucking nerves. So nothing. He ain't text back. He ain't call me.
Facts. Because what do you say to that?
Listen, I called him the next day, no answer.
Eesh.
Call him the day after that. No answer. I said, hold on, wait a minute. You this nigga know who the fuck I am?
Yo.
So, no answer. I happened to run into him the third day.
Oh.
Run into him.
Did you run or did you pull up? I just happened to run outside his house, you know what I'm saying? Right before he had to go to work, you know? Crazy, right?
No, I literally ran into him, right? I don't want to say how because it's going to be a little too specific. But we like literally ran into each other. So, I was like, where you been at? Why you been ignoring me? He said, I've been fucking chilling. I said, what? He said, yeah, don't cuss at me.
That's what you said?
That's what he said. He said, yeah, don't cuss at me.
Yeah.
And I had to step back. I'm thinking like in my head, I'm thinking like, I didn't call you no names. All I said was you getting on my fucking nerves. He was like, use your words. Don't cuss at me. So it's like he demanded his respect.
Okay,
so we revisit this conversation. So okay, we got back good. Okay, so I'm like, damn. But I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me like, damn. I ain't never have a nigga tell me I can't even cuss at him. I can't even cuss at him when I'm talking to him. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Facts.
okay. Because this is a man who respects himself and he demands his respect from everybody else.
Yes.
So I'm intrigued. I'm like, okay. So we revisit this conversation weeks later. And he like, yeah, when you talk to me, use your words. He was like, because once you open that door, it only gets worse from there.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because it's been a lot of times when guys have said a little crazy things to me, I let it slide. Next thing you know, we further in a relationship and you calling me a bitch. But I saw the red flags and I could have closed that door right then and there. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like he's really like teaching me something. Like so now I don't play no type of disrespect from any nigga. I wish you would. You look at me wrong.
So you kind of took a page out his book.
Yeah, for sure. And I really appreciate like that experience. That shit really stuck with me. And I told like all my friends, like I'm really like fuck with that. Because I'm not used to that. I'm used to toxic shit. I'm used to disrespecting a man disrespecting me.
You
like that shit? You disrespect me, I don't. Now I don't. Now I'm being grown. Listen, I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Oh my goodness.
I did, but I don't like it no more. As I'm getting older, I don't like it no more. Because I don't want my son getting older thinking that shit is okay.
No.
I don't want my son to ever disrespect a woman. I don't want him to see anybody disrespecting me.
Right.
So now when I text, I got proofread that motherfucker. I be like, hold up. I proofread it.
Take the fucking out.
I make sure y'all take my cuss words out.
Yeah.
Listen, he said use your words. I'm using my vocabulary. I graduated Towson. I'm using my vocabulary.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
No, that's beautiful. But you see how you were able to take a lesson out of a situation and appreciate it, even if it wasn't intentional.
Right.
He didn't say, oh, I'm trying to teach you a lesson right now, but you were able to pull the lesson out of that situation. That comes with maturity and self-awareness.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't mature or self-aware. So it's like you could have been immature and you could have been like salty and petty about it. So when he's telling you like, yeah, use your words, you could be like, or what, nigga? Like you could have tried to combat that. And and a nigga like that would be like, you know what, you good, bro. You win.
Yeah, like you had
win.
it, like
And
just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dealing with that.
But as a man, it's hard because once you know what you want and what you will allow, you'll like a girl, you'll be talking to a girl, and then she'll have you fucked up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
and vice versa as well.
Yeah, facts. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to be the bigger person and walk away.
Yeah.
Even if you just want to so bad let it be known what the fuck it is that you want to have to say, but you know you're gonna say that. It isn't gonna be interpreted how you want it to be interpreted, and now you guys are just going back and forth for no reason. So it's like you grow out of needing someone to understand where you coming from. Exactly. And I think that brings a lot of peace.
I feel like, everything I try to get like the lesson out of it, because at first I'm thinking like, it ain't like I called this nigga a bitch, but it don't matter.
If he
it don't even gotta get it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking in my head at first. Like, damn, he act like I called him a bitch. It don't matter. Like he said, we not even about to open that door. And then he said, I don't cuss at you. I'm not going to cuss at you.
True.
He was like, so he's like, only way I would like cuss at you is if you really get me there. And I promise you, like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like.
You guys still, was this recent?
What was this?
Just no comment?
Yeah, no comment.
Yeah. I seen that look on her face. She's like, oh, people putting two and two together. Like,
that's
wow.
I don't want to be too specific.
While I'm sending you flowers, you beefing up with a nigga over cuss words.
Ooh,
like, I get it.
Don't go there.
Yeah. All right, so I want to move on to a segment, and I think I named it Give Them What They Want. So before we did this show, Chez and I, we reached out to our following and kind of like, what do you want us to talk about? Do you need some advice? Is there anything you want me to touch on during the podcast? And you had a really interesting one. Someone had sent you a message, right? Let's go through that message and just dissect it for him.
So a beautiful young lady reached out to me, and she was like, she asked me, do I give advice on anything if people ask for it, or would it just be a topic that she have to recommend for the podcast and then later watch? So I responded and I was like, hey, I'm looking for, podcast topics, but if someone asks me, and you get what I'm saying, like, have time, like, yeah, I'll give the advice. So she, she said, okay. And she said, any advice on, and she got straight into it. But listen, so I'm going to read the message, but I'm going to skip a little couple parts. I don't want to be too specific.
Yeah.
But, so after she sent the message, right, I told her, like, I read this. I'm going to send you a voice note in a few. Please don't think I'm ignoring you because, of course, I'm a busy person.
A busy woman.
Yeah. So she said, okay, take your time. I appreciate you for getting back to me. So then something was just weighing on my heart. Like, I need to call her. Like, I was going to send a voice message, but I'm like.
And you don't know her?
I don't know her.
That's hard.
Don't know her. We never had a conversation before this, nothing. But something was weighing on my heart because then once I read it, I'm like, I need to talk to her, like, on the phone.
Facts.
And then, you get what I'm saying, make sure she's okay. So she said, okay, any advice on how to get over her child's father? She's 24 of age. They've been together for a few years, maybe like 7 years. They have a child that's 1. But basically, he's changing. She was with him before, like, everything, before, like, the come up. And he's changing. So she wondering, like, any advice on being a first-time mom and a newly single mom.
Okay. So she's 24 now. Mm-hmm. They've been together since teens, mid-teens.
Since teens, yeah.
Okay. And he's come up and become a parent at the same time. And she doesn't really understand nor like the way he's changing.
Right. So he's coming up, money and all that stuff, attention, everything that comes with it. But it's changing him.
Right.
Because most times money does change people.
Of course, as it should.
All the time. So I felt like I needed to call her because when I had my son, that first year, I felt like I went through postpartum. It wasn't like a severe postpartum.
Yeah. But
it was still postpartum. So I don't play around with like stuff like that.
Right.
So I had people around me, but for the most part, it's like I wasn't really like touching on like with my resources, like my people, like really like asking for help.
Right.
So I'm like,
because you wanted to figure it out.
Yeah, I wanted to figure it out. But like when my son would cry, I would cry too.
Really?
Yeah.
That first year is a beast.
Yes, I wouldn't answer my phone. Anybody like, oh, she don't answer the phone. Like,
it's like, bro,
I can't. Yeah. But whatever. So I gave her a call, and me and this young lady, we sat on the phone for an hour, and I really like her.
What advice did you give? Wait, hold on. So was there a question like, do I stay, do I go, or was it like I feel like I don't want to be with this new version of him? So
she basically said she's stressed, and she feel like it's not going to get any better for her. Like she can't see like the end of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So I told her, like, baby, listen, my first advice was don't listen to any outsiders. Don't let anyone tell you be done with him or stick around for this.
Yeah.
You got to go off of what you feel. If you don't know what you feel, sometimes you got to pray, be quiet, listen to God. Number 3, if you feel like you want to stay with him till you hate him. That's the easiest way to move on. Stay with him till you hate him. Because when you look at him, you're going to be disgusted. You're going to be disgusted. Like, it's going to be easy to move on.
Man.
And number 4.
And it might be sick. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I told her. I said number 4. If you feel like you done, because after she started telling me more and more stuff, I said, oh, it seemed like he's done.
It sounds like he's done.
Yeah, it sounds like he's done. I was like, I said, don't contact him again. Don't contact him again. Don't post any subliminals on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because don't do that. Because I'm like, all it's going to do is make it worse. Don't post any subliminals. Don't even pay that man dust. I said, go out. Matter of fact, I invite you out with me, baby.
Oh, you one of them.
Yeah, you can come out with me.
She's one of them. Your man did what? I got 5 for you. Come.
Listen, we gonna get in the field, baby. We gonna get in the field. That's what I said.
Oh, man.
I probably invite her out tomorrow. Honestly.
Yo, leave her alone. Because she's gonna be like, This is what I was missing?
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
And I told, that's what I told her. I said, listen, go out. I said, I go out by myself all the time. It's so therapeutic. Like, I need that shit. I go out with my friends. I'm like, I start telling her all my little spots. And I'm real. I don't tell people my spots. I don't tell people my spots because I'm real, low-key. I don't like people at my spots. I don't tell her my spots. I'm like, girl, look, hit here on Saturday, Sunday. Get dressed up, get a babysitter.
Oh,
I'm like,
man. Yeah, you help.
I'm like, yeah.
So, if you're watching this, I hope you were fulfilled. One, fully appreciative that someone who you admire and follow took a whole hour out of their day to advise you and kind of help you through a situation. That's some real shit right there. Because if I'm following like Tay Sweat or something and I hit him up for stock advice and he called me for an hour, fuck. Don't stop it. Yeah, just switch the battery real quick.
So Vidal is. He'll be like, okay, he gonna be really feeling himself. That I talked about. I know that I talked about that shit. Testing.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
All right, so for the viewers, we may look a little different, still just as glorious, but we've had some technical difficulties, but we're resourceful, so we just switched the lights out. So don't be confused. Your eyes aren't tripping you. The weed isn't that strong, bro. You still have to call them back because it is mid. We are good. But like we were saying, I just want to applaud you because if I had reached out to like Tay Sweat or someone and I had said to them, or I'd said to him, hey, I need some advice on this next Apple Play, whatever. If he decided, let me just call you and walk you through this for an hour, man, I'm gonna put a paint of that man on my wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Young lady, whoever you are, you must pay your respects forever. Because that's very admirable what you did.
Most times we tell women to settle. We got to go through hurt. We got to go through obstacles, disloyalty, and all of this shit just to be loved.
Yeah. So
you got to appreciate me the first time.
Yeah, facts.
You got to appreciate me the first time. Listen. No, I don't even want to touch on that.
The change he was going through based on what she told you, was it a self-discovery or a change in how he's treating her?
So honestly, speaking to her, I noticed that, and I told her, I was like, it seemed like this been his pattern. It don't seem like it's like much of like, it's like so new. It seemed like this been his pattern. Like this is like what y'all do. It seemed like you're just getting tired of it. But that's why it's so important to see those red flags in the beginning. Yeah. And I also don't agree with somebody like, oh, this is me. This is just how I am.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that shit not okay.
No, hell
because especially now that this is the mother of your child, you owe her the utmost respect.
Yeah.
The utmost respect.
For sure.
So
I tell people every day that one of my homegirls, she hates how against tricking I am. She hates it. So she's like, what would it take for you to want to provide for a woman? Have my child on my last name. Like, what? Have my child on my last name. You can have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think going out on a date is me tricking. I'm gonna pay for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on a date. But if I don't spend $400, $500, $600 on a tab at a restaurant, usually, I'm not gonna let you know that's my precedent. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you need to go to these places, or I need, or like your time has a ticket on it, more power to you. I may not see the value of that ticket. Right. So it's like, if that is the mother of your child, my baby mother can get another boyfriend tomorrow. He can hit my phone like, bro, we fucked up. I'm taking care of it. Cause
that's a real man.
Facts.
That's a real man. Bro, please say that shit again.
I will,
please say that shit again.
If my baby mother decides she doesn't want to be with me anymore, she moves on, she gets another nigga, and that nigga is just fucking up, and she hits my phone like the Wi-Fi is out, and he don't have 100. I'm sending you guys 100. Then I'm gonna come over, smoke a blunt with him and sun him, rub his little head.
Exactly, but the thing about it is,
at the end of the day, I'm taking care of the mother of my child.
You're a grown ass man, but the thing about it is, a lot of guys, they be in their feelings because the mother of their child don't want them, or is dating and messing with other guys. So, let me tell you let me tell you what's mind blowing to me. So you won't help the mother of your child out because she's dating, has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
She's doing this, she's doing that. But then you'll go mess with a ran through bitch, a freak.
Yeah.
Who's dating hella other guys.
And you don't feel no type of way about it.
But you'll spend money and you'll do this, you'll do that. But you're mad because this is the person you love and you can't take that rejection.
On the flip side,
talk about it.
A lot of women, or shall I say mothers, if the guy doesn't want to be with her, he loses her and his kid. That's crazy to me. If you don't want to be with me, fine, but can I still be with my kid?
Right.
Or let me phrase that. You know I don't want to be with you, but can I still be with my kid?
And that's one thing my son's dad never have to worry about it. Because look, take him. Because guess what? I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm outside.
Lord Jesus.
You feel me?
Lord Jesus.
I'm getting me a massage. I'm doing
by one of them
myself
dudes?
hair.
One of them dudes rubbing the thighs like this?
No, not that type of massage. But I'm going to go get me a facial.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at work. I might be out of town. I might be on a date. I might be out by myself. Take your son.
Right.
I would never, ever, ever tell my son's dad he cannot see him. Take him.
Yeah.
Take him.
I think.
Shit, I love being home by myself.
No, facts.
Take him.
And any woman that keeps a man's child away from him because she doesn't agree with the type of man he is, unfortunately, she's just not strong enough to bring that out of him. Because any man that becomes a father, something changes, but we're not always perfect. So what you mean? Like, I bought him diapers the other day. You don't know how to tell him that ain't enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to shit
That's
on him
not
because he
enough.
isn't keeping up with some standard that you've adopted through social media or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And social media, oh my God.
No, social media is poisonous.
But y'all, exactly. But y'all still, y'all still mature enough to be able to coexist.
Yeah.
And be like, this is for the child's well-being. This is for and that's so important to me. I'm telling you, that shit is so important. Even when you said, regardless, you have your baby mother back.
I don't give a fuck. You gave me a son.
You gave me a...
You could have anything, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you want. If there's... But now there's certain boundaries.
Yeah, let's talk about the boundaries.
There's certain boundaries.
Let's talk about the boundaries.
So it's if anything that you stress me out about, I have to swallow it. There was a situation, without getting too specific, she had done something that was outside of my boundary of disrespect or said something to me. It wasn't she had said something to me and I'm like, you mother. But I decided, you know what? The best thing for this situation is to let her believe you're a bitch. That's the best thing. I'm like, you right. I'm gonna go sit over there. You win. My bad.
Yeah.
But in my back of my head, I'm like, ooh. There's going to be a day. And it isn't going to be revenge. It just sets me up. I look in the mirror like, what did I do to have her believe that she can put me in this situation? Let me not do that again. Right. As opposed to maybe she's right. I know she's wrong, but she feels like it's okay to say that. What did I do to let her feel that way? All right, how about this? I'll go and do that to teach her. I ain't the one.
Teach her a lesson.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what I was saying. That lesson.
The life lessons. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, you really have to look at everything. I look at everything as nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. You get what I'm saying?
Why did jail happen for me? I didn't need that.
You probably did. You probably need to sit your ass down for a little bit and become a better person to think about your actions. You needed that.
Yeah.
Everything happens for your better good.
For sure.
Everything. And sometimes when you're going through it, you might not understand at that moment why it's happening. But eventually you're going to be like, damn, even the smallest thing, it's like, damn, I really had to go through that and really get I feel like God be prepping me for certain stuff.
For sure.
For sure. Let's say you're in a relationship, right? And shit not good for a whole year. So y'all used to spending holidays, birthdays, all that together. Birthday come up, y'all don't celebrate together. Holiday come up, y'all don't celebrate together. Y'all sleeping in separate beds. Next thing you know, y'all not together. God was prepping you, but you thinking you going through a hard time. Whole time God is prepping you for this breakup. Even small shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
No, that gave me goosebumps.
It's giving that preparation that I'm not going to just shake your life up and just cause a eruption right then and there. And then next thing you know, you mentally fucked up, you're depressed, you're going through a depression and all that stuff. No, let me get you ready for this.
Yeah.
Let me mentally prepare you for this, for what's about to happen, because your life is about to be shaken up. But guess what? It's not going to affect you that bad. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Baby, you're going to be okay.
The down period is going to be hard enough for you to learn the lesson, but not too hard that you won't be able to make it out.
Exactly.
So it's like two people, same situation. One person, their parents might have been killed. Mm-hmm. The other person just loses their job. Mm-hmm. Both people feel the same amount of pain.
Yeah.
But if this one who just lost the job loses their parents, they ain't coming back from that. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like you get your lessons like designed for you.
Yeah.
So like when my son was born, I made the decision I'm retiring because I'm not about to be a rapping, trapping father. That ain't it. So I just retired from rapping and trapping. I'm like, I have enough money to try figure it out.
Right.
It didn't go as planned. Yeah. And my son's 2 now. The first like 18 months was so bad, but it shaped me for the last 6 months. I'm chilling. Mm-hmm. But those 18 months, I'm thinking, I know me. I know I'm special. There's no way that this about to kill me, even though I feel like I've been dead. Right. There's no way, bro. There's no way. So then I figured out certain things started happening. I'm like, okay, this is it. Then it was like the reality of, nah, this ain't it. Right. Not yet. But the perfect time, perfect place, as it was designed for my journey, I made my way and I'm chilling again.
So I have been an entrepreneur since 2015. When I got pregnant with my son. I have not worked a job ever since. Mm-hmm. Remember, Josh, we used to work at Barnes & Noble together. We started in high school. Y'all ain't read not one book. Yeah, ain't read not one book. But listen, we used to remember that one year was wild as fuck. Remember? Oh my God. Remember, you know how I was living. Listen, my life was wild.
Having a good time.
But anywho, forget all that.
From books to the bar.
We weren't even old enough to drink. But we was drinking. Remember? Listen, we got some stories for days. But anyhow, let me stay on track.
Become a businesswoman at 2015.
So hold on. So before I became an entrepreneur, I was bartending. I was 19 years old. I started bartending at 18, 19.
That's hard.
Not even old enough to drink.
Don't say where, because he can get in trouble.
Yeah. Not even old enough to drink. Right? I'm bartending. I'm 2 places, actually. I'm saying down Fells Point. And then I was also doing like my own thing. I was doing weddings, birthday parties, like doing my own thing. And also a student at CCBC. Always been a hard worker my whole life. Anybody tell you, always been a hustler. So I'm doing all that. I get pregnant. I find out I'm pregnant right before my 20th birthday. I'm sick as fuck. I'm sick my whole pregnancy. I couldn't even hold water down. I'm so
like
sick.
Physically sick?
Physically sick,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Physically. Like, I'm in bed, everything. I go out of town for my birthday, celebrate my birthday, whatever. Come back, I'm fired. And I'm bringing in bank. If I come home with $400 a day, that's a bad day. $400 a day is a bad day. Like, I'm making money. Listen, I'm making money. I'm the only one. I'm pretty. I know how to talk to people. Listen, $400 a day was a bad day. But I'm not doing nothing the whole time for years. My head in the game, I'm stacking my money. I'm just saving. I'm not even getting my head. I'm not buying no clothes. I'm not doing nothing. I'm stacking my money.
Man.
Stacking my money, right? Fired. Pregnant. I'm like, damn. I lived off of my Loafers checks for years. That's how much money that I saved and stacked for years. I mean, granted, I definitely had to go back to my parents' house. I had to go back. Me, my son's dad, and my son, we went back for years. For years.
Humbling.
But guess what? I'm still a college student.
Yeah.
I'm at CCBC. Get my associates there. Transfer to Towson. Go there, finish, get my bachelor's. And I took semesters off. I felt like quitting every semester. But I'm like, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to see it through. While I'm pregnant, I go to Long and Foster Real Estate School. I do all that. I'm like, nope, this is not even what I want to do. I don't want to be a real estate agent. I want to do my own thing. I want to flip houses. I go to Mark Whitten, shout out to him, one of the biggest in real estate. Go to his mentoring program. Do that. Get a few real estate checks. So we good now. So my baby father like you do it because he already know. I'm quick. I'm learning. I'm gonna teach you. We got this shit together. We get it together.
Okay.
So we doing that. We doing like getting the checks and all that shit together. Boom. Pandemic hit. So now I'm in Towson. My son getting a little bigger.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm in Towson now. Pandemic hit. So I'm like, shit, I ain't gotta go to them classes. I straight start paying motherfuckers to do my classes. TLC come around. It's Total Life Changes. ISOT, NutriBurst, all that stuff.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
I joined
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm at
yeah.
the top of the list. I'm jamming.
Okay.
I'm making between 5 to 10K a week. I'm jamming. I'm eating. We out my parents' house. Because we was at my parents' house for years.
Oh, yeah.
We was in my parents' house for years.
You hear that? There is always a backstory.
Sharing a car.
Yes, there's
my
always
car.
a backstory.
Yeah. Sharing my car at my parents' house for
Yup,
years. He's following his rap career. We doing this real estate thing together. He did like I said, he funded it and was like, listen, you do it, you teach me everything. We took another real estate class. We getting bigger checks.
Yes.
We doing TLC, or I'm doing TLC. I'm eating. He started to close everything. It's just good. We finally out of there. We eating. Life changed everything.
Yeah.
Everything
Life
good.
gets good.
Life gets good.
Yeah.
But we stayed down.
Yeah. And that's how you do it.
And yeah.
And that's how you do it. That's a beautiful story. So for the people,
beautiful turn ugly. But we're not gonna get to the ugly part. We're not gonna get to the ugly part. We're gonna keep it in the beautiful.
ugly turn beautiful.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into the plot twist.
Yeah.
But
No.
That was nice.
We
gonna stay at the climax.
Yeah, just leave them there. Just leave them there.
Yeah.
Because
we
the
building
people,
it up to the climax, and we're gonna stay right there.
We're just gonna stay there. Because the people who watch you, follow you, admire you, majority is because what they see at face value, they want that for themselves.
And one thing about it, though, honestly, because people are downplay and they talk all that bullshit on social media, like, oh, if y'all live with y'all parents, y'all bums, all that. First of all, that's only in the black community.
Only.
Because in the Caucasian, Jewish, all that stuff, that's why the Jews are so up, because they stick together.
Yeah.
They don't, at 18, they're not putting their kids out. No, you stay here, you build up, and all that shit. My parents didn't want nothing from us. My parents didn't want nothing from us.
Right.
But for us to succeed.
And that's
they
it.
didn't even charge us rent.
Because you're saying that like that's surprising. They shouldn't.
Because I'm raised off love.
Yes.
My son, he's been raised off love.
Yes.
So anybody I love, they open arms,
Yes.
accepting. They don't want nothing from you but for you to become successful, me to become successful, and us to be, that's it.
That's it.
I'm raised off of straight love. Even to this day, I can still go back to my mother's house, and I'm still be a boss.
And it breaks my heart to know that the history, the real history, and I'm going there.
Go there.
The real history of the black community, we were the strongest. We were the most unified. At 18, you married a 16-year-old till she becomes 18, give her 10 kids, appoint the first 5 to take care of the second 5 while you go and take care of shit. Because you have to drive to Georgia for that million-man march or whatever's going on. We had entities where it's like, look, if you're fucked up or the baby father go to jail, we're taking care of you. We're pulling up once a week, dropping off the groceries, picking up the laundry, and rotating. That's who we were. Mm-hmm. But it scared another entity who introduced the poison that we just bought into it.
Right.
Independent women, hustler, I'm a thug, I'm a gangster. We just bought into it, and we completely disintegrated the strength of our unity. So once upon a time, we were there.
Yeah, I'm figuring something out. And
Man.
that's where I'm at with it. Like, people would think like, oh, because they saw this, they saw that. And despite what you see on social media, what you think, like, I'm a hustler. Everything you see is all me. And that's on me. Everything you see is all me, and I put that shit on me. Like, if I don't got that shit today, I'ma have it tomorrow.
Based on the plan you put together yesterday.
I'm a hustler.
For sure. And it's
for sure.
It's
I
just
was raised
in
off hustlers. My mother is one of the hardest working women I know. My mother works 6-7 days a week. I watched my mother hustle forever. Like, she couldn't even get me ready for school sometimes because she had to go to work, and she's doing overtime, and she done ran up a bag. I didn't see my mother's bank account. I said, what the fuck? My mother got more money in the bank than most of these drug dealers. Than hella niggas I know. My mother is, My father came to America when he was 30 years old.
Really?
He came to America when he was 30 years old, a grown man.
Whew.
So I got that shit in me.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, All my siblings, they was born in Jamaica. All my
I remember you saying that.
They was born in Jamaica. My father, he came here, and I never forget when I was working at Loafers, I was bossing. I told you I was doing this, I was doing that. I was in school. Somebody was like, "Girl, you act like you hustle like you a Jamaican." I said, "I am." I said, "I am a Jamaican. I am a Jamaican. You know, I sell dinners. I sell bodies. I do this. I do that. I host twerk classes. I sell products. I sell waist trainers. I got my own lash line. I do so much shit. I model pictures. I'm a brand ambassador. I do so much shit. And that's, y'all ain't saying nothing yet."
Yeah, no, facts. It's definitely, I was about to say, it's definitely giving. What the fuck? I've been sitting there too long. It definitely feels like this is the premature stage of something that's going to be crazy.
It is.
And it's like the amount, or should I say the percentage of people that are fucking with what you're doing. If the number gets bigger, the percentage going to stay the same. So it's like, I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah. Speaking of social media, and I wanted to bring this up. Can you guys leave us alone?
What do you mean?
We be minding our fucking business, and every 5 minutes, it's a divisive trend that just shits on niggas. Like, we be minding our business, bro.
One, y'all niggas never mind your business. But okay.
Bro, we're playing a game. I'm glad Offset just streamed a sleepover. He grown as fuck. That's what we be doing, bro.
Offset was literally just bothering Cardi, talking about she cheated on him.
I hit one of my niggas up there, "What you doing?" Sent me a picture of him with the VR on, drunk as shit, blunt in his mouth, because that's what we doing, bro. We chilling, minding our business. And then you guys come along with icks. Why is us sneezing too, like, and now this trend, bro? Please, bro, boy math? Y'all
was in our asses with the girl man.
No, any nigga that's buying into that, he a bitch.
Y'all was in our asses with the girl man.
Any nigga that posted anything starting with boy math or girl math, he a bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen a couple things on Twitter. I was like, oh, all right, he ate that one little thing.
No, I hate these divisive trends. It's like, boy math is this. I'm like, first off, I'm a man, so I shouldn't feel as triggered as I am. But it's like, leave us alone, bro. Like, so many divisive trends where it's like, sometimes we just want to hug, bro. We don't want to have to be the man that you want us to be. We just want to be ourselves, bro. Just leave us alone.
Definitely be yourself. If somebody can't accept you for who you are, fuck them.
Oh, like, yeah.
I only like people who be their self. Like, I like all my friends. I'm telling you, like, if I bring all my career friends, everybody is so different.
Yeah.
None of my friends act like me.
No, facts.
And that's why I love them, because they are who they are. I am who I am.
Yeah.
Once they start trying to, like, be a little mini me and take my personality and shit like that, we become on benefit. I don't like shit like that.
Yeah, no.
Like, and a lot of people will come around you and try to be cool with you because they want to follow your personality, and you get what I'm saying? They want to, like, do this. They want to meet, like, get close with you, to get close to people and do this and do that and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't play that type. I don't play that.
Yeah, I fully encourage, don't try and meet your heroes. When our parents loved Michael Jackson, they just had to wait for some information. But now that, you know, we can put ourselves in a position where tens of thousands of people can love what we're doing.
Right.
But they also have access to know where we work, who we're with, who our friends are, and then they might feel comfortable enough to try and meet us and spend time and then get, like, physical interaction. It's like, bro, if I'm your hero, you don't want to meet me, bro.
Right.
Because whatever I'm putting out that you love, just take that. Because if you knew what it took to put that out, you might not feel the same. Yeah. And right now we both feel good, so let's just keep it like that. That's why you see what goes on in my close friends every day.
Yeah.
Some people who subscribe to me and love me, they might look at my close friends and be like, oh, what's that? Not knowing I own that whole thing. And I built that off improvisation. I worked 40 hours, 45 hours a week for free for 3 months to buy 40% of that company. Yeah. I'll give you this a week. I don't even want that a week, bro. I'll give you every day for 3 months for free. Just give me 40%, bro. That's it. Yeah. And that was at a time where it's like my family's like, you're going to work, you need to go get some money. Like, you've been working for a month, where's the bread? I'm like, bro, you're thinking. Just give me a second.
Just believe in me. And that's what I be telling people, because, and being like a Gemini, like, I really, number one, I feel like we're the best sign ever.
I won't argue because my best friend is Gemini.
Really,
so,
we are definitely the best sign. But I feel like, but that's why I love, like, that's why I love doing these podcasts with you, because it gives people, like, a better, like, understanding of me. Because I feel like sometimes, like, I'm very articulate, but sometimes people don't understand exactly what I mean or what I'm trying to get off. And it's the same thing with Kanye, all the other Geminis.
I think that what our generation lacks is the initiative to want to deep dive. to want to get to know someone.
Right.
And then
Get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Get to know yourself. Before you ever try to deep dive and get to know someone, get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, it's nothing that nobody can tell me. Because one, I do the work. You know what's so crazy? So somebody asked me, what are my flaws? And I said, I don't have any.
Good question. You have to identify your
No,
flaws.
listen to me. You know why I don't have any flaws? Because as soon as I notice something about myself, I'm automatically doing the work.
Okay.
If I notice that, okay, you don't know how to communicate, like the guy showed me.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm working on this. I automatically work on it. So now, I'm always seeking to improve.
Yeah.
Always. So, and that trait right there, I feel like make me feel like I don't have any flaws.
No, for sure.
Because I'm always trying to get better in every aspect of my life.
No, definitely,
mentally,
definitely.
physically, with my relationships, like internally, like anything. If I see like, damn, your hair, even small shit, your hair was fucked up. I want a better hairstyle.
Right.
Like whatever.
Right.
I just always want to get better. Like it's like I feel like perfection is just unless you Beyonce, but perfection is like
it's
unattainable.
Unattainable
it's
goal.
unattainable because I'm always trying to get better. Right now, what I do with the body sculpt and the post-op, I do a great job.
Yeah.
But it's always room for improvement, and I'm gonna keep.
Are you trying to expand the
ladder.
business?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to put on autopilot, have multiple salons, and you just chill. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How long have you had the salon?
So actually, I'm October 15th. I'm about to celebrate my 2-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm having a brunch. I'm having like
Nice.
a whole celebration for my family, my friends, my clients. I'm really excited about it because last year, it was like a little small gathering that I had. 2 years in business it's been amazing. It's been a journey. I'm so excited about it.
No, I'm excited for you. 2 years.
you.
2 years is very admirable. Because
Thank
it
you.
is 100% your idea, your business, your responsibility. And 9.7 out of 10 times, most people fold within the first like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So 2 years.
Especially when you're not even making money, but you still have to take that shit out. You still have to pay this, pay that, pay that.
People think because you own a business, it immediately correlates with more money. No, I just choose where I spend my 40 hours.
Yeah.
You don't choose your 40 hours. I spend mine. We both end up with the same goal. We work and we get what we work for.
Right.
So it's like a lot of businesses, like when I had the Turo business, it wasn't profitable for like 7 months.
Yeah.
And then once the last like 4 or 5 months when it was profitable, I just took the profits and I went on to something else. But I had to finish that. You know, I had to go through all of that.
My first year was very humbling. I was dipping out of my savings. I was dipping out of my savings paying my expenses.
Yeah, because you have real expenses.
Yeah, I have real expenses. So everybody like, oh, like that's where my money was going. My
Straight back into it.
savings was going to my bills.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand. It costs to be the boss.
100%.
That shit got to get paid regardless.
100%.
So if I'm not making no money, I'm doing a client here and there. It's like, you get what I'm saying? But I feel like everybody isn't meant to be an entrepreneur. You have to have that discipline. I can go to sleep 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 6.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm about to go to work. I'm about to make some money. A lot of people are like, nope, let me cancel this client. I ain't canceling nobody.
For sure. Or let me
my
tell
clients
them
will
my son's sick and call out.
Exactly. Only time I'm doing that is my son really got to be sick because I don't even play like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that money. I don't care if I'm sick. I'm going to put a mask on. I'm going to suit up.
Facts.
You put a mask on too, baby. Come on, let's get this shit done. I don't play like that. Like I'm going to, like you have to be very disciplined.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be very, I'm very disciplined. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't give a fuck how I feel. I could be crying the night before. I can come to work with a black eye. I can do this. I can do whatever.
But the work will be done. But guess what?
I'm showing up to my shit and we're going to get this shit done, pay you my
100%.
money. Like I'm a hustler. I got into the last time that I sold dinners, I was in a car accident a few days before that.
Sheesh.
A bad car accident. My body hurting. I'm aching. And cooking, that's a lot. People don't realize cooking is a lot. Especially all that food I cook. I sell 60, 70 dinners.
And it has to be done right.
And it has to be done right.
Yeah.
And granted, my father, he does help me a lot. But I'm in that motherfucker cooking too. Like I'm in a soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Sweating. Like if you see me in that motherfucker, like sweating.
You should film it. Show
everything.
the people.
I do need to start filming it
show them the
because I
process.
get like 2 hours of sleep.
If you show them, that 60, 70 will go to like 140, 150.
Yeah. That's
that
right.
shit will go crazy.
It keep going up. It keep going up. I sell
yeah.
out every time, and
No,
I'll be like,
100%.
damn, why I ain't do more every time? But people don't realize what it take. I gotta prep. I gotta start at night. I go to sleep. I go 2 hours of sleep. I gotta get back up 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to sleep before. I get back up 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Gotta get to it. I'm cooking. I'm doing this. I'm running around. I'm gonna hit 25th Street because I know it's a bunch of black entrepreneurs. I'm walking up and down that block. I'm selling my dinners. I'm a hustler. I ain't going into this shit gone.
Yeah.
So this shit sold. So everything gone. They like, I'll be out there till 9, 10 o'clock. Listen,
it has to. Everything
got to be gone before I go in the house.
Everything for sale. Yep.
I'm a hustler. I don't play when I'm hustling.
You said something really interesting, and you had said the first year you was dipping in your savings to just keep the shit afloat,
keep my business.
to keep it going, keep it growing. You can take that on a bigger scale, right? There's no way around the business process. Spotify. Hundreds of $1 million invested. They stayed in the red because they kept reinvesting. So they will reinvest 5-6 figures back into the business. They will reinvest 7, 8, 9 figures back into the business. So like Starbucks technically is not a profitable company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. It's not profitable. And a little taxes high, they jumping through loopholes to keep that afloat.
Gotcha.
But they're not. Yeah, they're not. Part of their expenses is bonuses for themselves, like shit like that. But they're not focused on the profit or the dollar amount. So it's like, for example, once I got the 40% of the company, it took me 3 months of working for free just to get the percentage. Then the next 3 months, I told them, don't pay me for 3 months. So now when I'm starting to get paid after 6 months of grinding, I have 3 months of my equity just stashed. So even if I'm breaking even moving forward, that's always going to be my pillow. And then I'm the CFO, so I make it a point that on the 4th week of every month, we put 60% in another business account. So it's like I'm making regular $1,600 every 2 weeks, $1,800 2 weeks on paper, but I'm also feeding 4 savings accounts, one of them being my life insurance, one of them being my trust fund for my son, like every single week.
Right.
So what most people are getting into their 401k at the end of the year, I'm putting that in every month. So in 40 years, they'll have 100k, 200k tucked off, plus taxes or whatever. I'm gonna hit that by like April next year.
Right.
All I have to do is just go to work every day.
Right.
And then pay myself my little check every week. But part of my check, saving. I'm left with 400 or 500. I will blow this 400 or 500 before Friday. I don't give a fuck because everything else is taken care of. But it took me 10 years of fucking up to develop that mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a business before.
Right.
I would use all the income to re-up.
Right.
And I would cancel jobs to go and cut packs and drive it back.
Right.
That's why the business didn't work. The mind wasn't right, but I learned those lessons. And now I'm applying it. It's like, to be honest, on the way here, my brother texted me, I know you outside tonight. I said, why is that? You wasn't outside last night. I ain't been outside for like 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I ain't coming outside.
Not because I'm busy, because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Work is easy, but I'm scared. Shit is too good right now. And I'm scared that if I assume that I can like have some wiggle room and go outside here and go outside there, I'm gonna get humbled. And I don't need another humbling, bro. Let me enjoy this reward. Yeah, let me enjoy this right now. And
sometimes you gotta just put your head down, keep your head in the game.
Yes.
Because last time we did the podcast, I was going through hella shit. Hella shit.
Wasn't we both?
Yeah.
Let me tell you that. Wasn't we both?
Hella shit. And that's one of the times, and a lot of people don't know this, but I supposed to be. I'm gonna put it out there, and I normally don't tell my business, but I gotta put this out there because I know a lot. They want to
know.
I know a lot of people can relate to this, and that's okay. That's right. That's what I was getting to before. Okay. It's coming back now.
There we go.
So as a Gemini,
new face. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, now a personality. Okay. As a Gemini, a lot of people don't understand us, and I'm very articulate, but sometimes my message don't come across. So I like these podcasts because they give people a better understanding of who I am. I'm a very relatable person. Now, my clients, when they come to me, they know like, oh my gosh, she's such a sweet girl. I love her. Anybody who meet me and come and come encounter with me, everybody love me.
Right.
Everybody. But because they get to know the real me. Right. Social media, y'all see a pretty girl dressed up, whatever. Some people hate that shit. So they come on a fake pages and they'll bother me. And it's like, bitch, I don't have like a bad bone in my body.
They come on from the fake
page and bother me.
That's
and it's like
crazy.
Me, a person who does nothing but uplift, speak positivity.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't involve myself in no drama. Like, I don't want y'all niggas. Like, Let's talk about it. But let's talk about it.
You know they in the DMs.
I gotta repeat that. I don't want y'all niggas.
You don't want them, bro.
I don't want them.
They cannot afford the bill.
They
Tell them
can't
stay home.
afford it. Like, I'm telling you, that's why. Okay. I mean, but anywho.
Matter of fact,
so they don't understand. Like, I'm very relatable. Like, if you knew me and you knew what the fuck was going on, you would love me. Earlier this year, when we did the first podcast, let's get into it. I was going through a lot. I'm supposed to be living in Houston right now.
Really?
I'm supposed to be living in Houston right now.
Times
I packed
change.
up all my shit. Me and my family, we packed up all our shit. And that shit fell through. Moving day.
Moving day.
Moving day. Moving day.
Do you want to touch on why it fell through?
No, I ain't going to talk
on
why it fell through.
Yes,
but it fell through moving day. So the plan was to go to my mother's house. Back, I told you we stayed at my parents' house.
Right, to go back, regroup.
All three of us, we're going back to my parents' house. We're staying there until we were still going to go. But we just wasn't taking everything because we don't know how this shit going to go. I wasn't taking everything. That shit never happened. So that lease, he paid on that lease. None of us went.
Shit.
None of us went. It's supposed to be a new life for all three of us.
Never went. Did you let it break you? Obviously not, because if that happened around the time we were doing the podcast,
absolutely not.
You're doing great from then to now.
Let me tell you one thing. My God is a wonderful God. Everything happens for a reason.
100%.
I told you my first year in business, I'm dipping in my savings. I'm not profiting. Yeah. This year, I profited so much. And I was about to leave my business to go chase somebody else's dream. I was leaving everything. I was dropping everything.
Wouldn't have been a bad bet.
Can you imagine leaving Pretty Galore?
Hold on, move the mic so you can see that.
Yes. Move the mic. Pretty Galore this
Built brand.
year. My brand.
I'm going to toast to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't hear it. They didn't hear it.
But I was definitely dropping Pretty Galore because I felt like I'm a team player. I'm gonna play
any position.
I'm gonna play any position. But I don't gotta be the boss. I mean, my thing was when I come back home, I'm gonna still have Pretty Galore. I'm just not getting rid of it. But I'm not building on it. Yeah. Because I'm gonna do this because I see this opportunity. Like this shit can it can take off faster than Pretty Galore. But it
didn't fall through by choice.
It didn't fall through. It is not by choice. It was so much. I don't even want to get into that bullshit. But everything happens for a reason. Because it's like, girl, why is you putting somebody before yourself?
Right.
I had to really put my head down. So I was staying at my mother's house. Mm-hmm. I stayed at my mother's house for 3 months.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
And I really, honestly, though, I should have stayed a little longer. And really just kept on grinding because my head was in the game. I'm going to work every day.
I'm saying you should have stayed longer than the 3 months.
Man, I saved up $20K in less than 2 months. I was like,
this is my spirit animal right here. Because I could have said the same thing and it'd be facts. Like, come on. Yes.
Like I told you before, I'm raised off love. My parents don't want nothing from me. But people will probably think like, people don't know that.
Oh, you spoiled. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm spoiled.
For sure.
But people don't know that early this year, I was at my parents' house for a couple months. I mean, I got my own spot now, but I should have stayed there. I should have stayed. If I ran up $20K in less than 2 months, can you imagine how much I could have ran up in motherfucking 6 months?
Yo,
man, I'd be out of here. But I'm like, I got to get back in my own spot. So now my bill's high as fuck. Because
but it's cool,
I have personal bills, I have business bills. And it's cool because I do it. I handle my business. Like, all me. Mm-hmm. I handle my business. But if I would have got off social media, if I would have kept my head down and in the game, I would have stayed at my parents' house, maybe even right now. Yeah. I probably would have over 100K.
Over 100, easy.
Over 100K, easy.
Bro, when we had to downsize, I'm on my mother.
I'm thinking like in my head, I'm like, okay, I gotta get a new chain for my birthday, cause you know shit, whatever.
Indoctrination of this culture,
and
bro.
It's like $10K unnecessarily.
Man, unnecessarily. I'm telling you, when I was telling you earlier about the downsize, how like me and my baby mother had to downsize, and I looked at her, I'm like, yo, you can leave now. Let me figure this out. I fucked up. Yeah. We went from luxury living to my mother's basement. And I'm on the floor with my 9-month-old, his mother. And I'm thinking, bro, you just had what most people wish they had times 2. And now you back on your mother's basement.
Right.
And then just like you said, 3 months later, niggas hit for 20 and I ran. We went straight to Cali. I ran.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm back.
Yeah,
I just build it again. And then you have to pay
can you
for
imagine,
being back.
like, I mean, because I'm going to be honest with you. I told you I used my savings. My savings was depleted.
Gone.
My savings was depleted because that whole year I'm paying my bills. And I got real life bills.
Your value is your mindset,
People probably thinking like,
not your dollar amount.
Because she's with this person. No, I'm paying my own bills.
Yeah.
I'm not paying house bills, but I'm paying my own bills.
I know
they definitely get shit confused. I'm a boss though. So you got to know that.
Yeah.
It takes a boss you got to be a boss to be with a boss. You feel me? I'm paying my own shit. People probably thinking whatever the fuck they want, and I don't care. Y'all can always think whatever y'all want, but I'm paying.
You have some haters out there.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
That.
And I'm paying my bills, so my savings is depleted. My relationship failed. I get to my parents' house. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I got my motherfucking head in the game.
Put that phone down.
I got my head in the fucking game, and I will go out. I'm not gonna lie. I was going out. Because I got to deal with the stress.
Yeah.
So I'm going out, but guess what? I'm up early every morning, taking my son to school.
Yeah.
I'm going straight to work. I'm working all day, and doing this shit every day. I'm working 7 days a week. That's when I open up my schedule. 7 days a week. No days off. None. I'm about to run this shit up. I ran that shit up.
You said something that was really interesting. You said you have to be a boss to be with a boss, right? And you can say no comment if you want. The dude that you said taught you the lesson.
Ooh, the biggest boss.
I'm about to say he has to be up there. Because if he just looked good, right? Or he was just like slanging that King Arthur Excalibur sword, you feel me? Then I'm sure as soon as he hit her with as soon as he hit her with the don't cuss with me, she would have been like, oh, who the fuck is you talking to, little nigga? Like, I will son you, da-da-da. But she was humbled. Well, I should say she learned the lesson. So in my mind, I'm thinking he probably like that. This nigga, I'm like, maybe. All right, let's dial it back.
I told you.
Dial it back. Okay, cool. All I'm saying is, yes, I strongly stand on that. You have to be one to be with
I ain't
one.
gonna lie.
Like, yeah.
I didn't even tell him that he told me that lesson. Cause I'm so player that I'm so player.
You too player to show appreciation? Thank you for teaching me a lesson. I
because
really needed that.
He gonna know that he did something. Then he gonna keep trying to show me lessons. I got time.
If he is who you say, he ain't thinking like that. He's like, thank God she picked it up.
He already went missing on me. He know I picked it up.
He didn't go missing to be like, I'm gonna teach her a lesson by going missing. He's like, you know what? I need to take a deep breath.
Listen, he know he taught me a lesson because now I don't talk to the man like that. So he know he taught me.
Oh damn.
He know he taught me, but I'm not about to have you keep. Every time I do something, you go missing 3 days.
What does he do for business?
Everything.
Owns a laundromat. Okay, cool. That's what's up. He got vending machines. All right, bet. Say that.
Everything.
All right, that's cool. All right, so we're gonna conclude this episode. This is exactly how I wanted the first episode of Nothing But the Truth to be. Nothing but the truth. You know, so.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about that. That was a big thing.
Bring it up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the topic that we did not touch on was